part 2, we're going to jump right over to the deck designer on pontoonstuff.com's homepage. You can skip the tutorial because we're going to take you through everything you need to know. We're going to start first by inputting a lot of that data from our measurement sheet. I'll begin by inputting the length of the deck, the actual wood structure that our railings and flooring and seats are all going to fit on. We then move to the deck width, which this is an 8.5 foot wide boat, and then our front corner radius is 28 inch, or also known as standard. We then move over to the fence or the railings. We can refer to our measurement sheet for this as well for the inside length of our fence. We simply drag the dot to put in the accurate measurement of our boat or whatever we recorded on our measurement sheet. Then we move on to our fence width inside of the railings. We make the same adjustment there, and then we can indicate how much front deck space there is. From there, we're going to move on to our doors. So we're going to place the correct door width, or as close as we can to match your boat, in at the proper measurements from the front or rear railings. We'll do this for both side doors and the front door on this boat. There was no rear entry. Once finished arranging the doors, then we can move on to my favorite part, the flooring and the furniture. We're going to move over to the flooring tab, and this floor is getting a gray vinyl weave. We select the gray woven vinyl and then the appropriate length. This will be a 24-foot kit because it is a little bit more than a 22-foot long boat. Remember, there's all sorts of accessories and even bimini tops to choose from on the deck designer too. We're installing the gray and charcoal luxury seating. We're going to start with armrests in the front. You can start in the front or the back. Simply click the item that you want. It will appear in the middle of the screen. You can drag it, rotate it, move it, or even delete it based on how it's looking on your deck designer layout. We can select our lean back seats, and we can drag and stick them just like we did with the armrests. In this case, we're going to do a 55-inch bench in between, so we can simply look at the space between the armrest and the lean back, and that will give us that 55 inches. We grab a 55-inch bench and drop it right in place between the lean back and the armrest. We flip the other one around and do the same thing. I then scroll over to the console, and I can place my console behind that door, and this is one that you could measure and do the exact same place as your old console, or you might choose to lengthen your shift throttle and steering cable and change the layout by moving your console forward. In this case, we're going to bring the console back closer to where it was originally. And then we need a reclining captain's chair so that captain can be nice and comfy. We place that behind the console, and now we can move on to the rear of the boat. It's going to be a triple lounger, so we're going to have another lean back starting into the back bench seats. Then we're going to do a nice long bench. We're going to go with two 38-inch benches, which is still a great option as opposed to 155. It's going to give me a longer bench, more seating, more room for socializing. It's okay if we crowd things a little bit. It's easy to just drag and move those positions of the seats to make room for the layout that we're going for. One of the neatest parts about the deck designer is that you can try things on the layout, see how it looks, try to visualize it, how it would sit, and if you don't like it, all you have to do is click on the trash can and away that piece of furniture goes. So we can try a few different items, a few different benches, corner seats, see how it's going to look and how it might feel. If you don't like it, simply try something else, and you might just find exactly how you want that boat to lay out. In this case, the 28-inch bench was too short. This 55-inch bench is a little bit too long. It's not going to leave any space behind the captain's chair to store a cooler or maybe even a bag of towels, that sort of thing. So we've tried a few different things, and I think the right idea for this layout and the use of this boat is going to be a 38-inch corner with an armrest, and that's going to go ahead and give us some space in that back corner to stow things out of the way. The beauty of the deck designer is we get to try lots of different things to find what works best for us. When we have selected our layout, we're going to click Checkout, and that's going to take us to where we can proceed to our cart. And we add those items to our cart, which is going to go ahead and take us back to the main page where we can check out. It's that simple to design and shop for your boat.